So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Van Dijk. Azar. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Mbappe. He has a look up. He's in a great position. It's Seedorf! Azar. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's good play. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Picks out decent chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. No goals as yet. Seedorf. Pass somewhat off target. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Arsenal always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Roberto Carlos. Nesta cuts it out. Seedorf. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Vieira. Lahm. And it's Vieira. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Mbappe! A lot of space ahead of him. Roberto Carlos. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. He'll try from distance! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Van Dijk is the team's great visionary. Bellingham. And it's Azar. That's Vieira. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Vieira. That'll be a throw-in. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, they could be caught out here. Pull it. And a chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. They've scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Jubilo Iwata have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
It's Asa! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lahm. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vieira. And here's Hullet. Ernest. Roberto Carlos. He is through here. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Hello,
Arsenal
attendees.
currently
This is a
behind
Lost
by
Children
1-0
announcement.
at the break.
With the father of a boy in the
Well, for me,
green
Peter,
backpack,
things have never
kindly
really
contact
got
a
going,
nearby
but at
member
least
of
this will be a
staff.
good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Hazard! Oh, he's been caught napping. Has another go! And no mistake. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 20, Ibrahimovic.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Mbappe.
Jubilo Iwata are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it
Coming on
done.
the field,
That's been slipped through. Now that's well seen too.
number 9,
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that kick.
And the finish! And yes, it's there! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
number 19.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And this is Eto'o. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Hullet. Arsenal really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Good read, needed to be.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vieira. And he's gone backward here. Azar. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Closing in, it's Azar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
substitution in progress.
Arsenal have their second corner now. They've played it short. And that was very necessary. Bullet being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience.
Good chance here! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Eto'o. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No foul, says the referee.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Seedorf. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's a decent clearance. Played out towards the right wing. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Azar. Lahm is onto this. So, third corner of the game. And a header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal get their fourth corner. Lahm plays it short. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's found a way through. And here's Messi. Pinches it off him. And he's in a Cruyff! And he hits the net! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
It's a threatening ball. It's Bale! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's managed to get rid. Vieira. Seedorf. Searching pass he's played there. And he is dashing away. They're can he finish? And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Vieira. And it's Hullet. 5 minutes to add. Seedorf. He can run onto that. Cruyff! It is close, but that is the last of it. Arsenal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Hello, attendees.
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action.
Rafael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Lahm does really well to win the ball there. Now, can they get him away? Now, that's well seen too. Lahm. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Gattuso. Lahm. Pass is just off target. Yaya Toure. Spread it left. And it's Yaya Toure. Can he get it through? Roberto Carlos. And it's Yaya Toure. Now, can he find a finish? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Picked out brilliantly. And the shot! He's delivered all right! Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Imabari have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well,
and Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, what can they make of this? That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Toure cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Cruyff! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Cruyff has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on. Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. And he's picked out the run.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great ball, and he's in here. Not a hint of offside here. Lahm tries to clear. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been cut out, well played.
Arsenal really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he's had it nicked away. Vieira. That's good play. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ball comes in.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's onside! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. Gullit has created one goal already. And they win it back again. And it's Messi. Oh, good spread. And here's Messi. It's played through for him. Impressive jump. Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Roberto Carlos. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Arsenal unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 20, Ibrahimovic.
So off we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Number 10,
Terrific effort! Boom header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Arsenal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Backward it goes. It's Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! A finish right from the top draw. Arsenal are level. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Arsenal restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Hoeneß running with the ball. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And this is Gullit. And the shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 14.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Number 9, Eto'o. Number 4, Hazard.
And here's Bale.
Substitution in
It's a
progress.
super give and go. Bale! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Lahm. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Gullit being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the shot at goal!
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now it's Hazard. Great vision. Thinks about the shot. Hazard, who can single-handedly make a difference. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Roberto Carlos. That has not gone well. And it's Lahm. Ruben. Big chance! And it's in! And they've got their lead back. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Imabari with the lead. Nesta, always a very imposing presence at the back, looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Eto'o. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. He's got away. Quality ball.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's Hazard! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Showing great feet there. Oh, shooting chance! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Substitution.
Vieira plays it short, and that was nowhere near his best. Imabari have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Neymar. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Bale. Lahm, upright and purposeful. Space for him to turn and look.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Indicated.
And the counter is on. Looking to play him in. Gattuso. Spread out to the left. Knocks it out wide, and he's quick to return it. Bale, given the lift of his goal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Pelé tries a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Pelé has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
They've played it short. This ended up in no man's land. That's that, the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
And we'd like to inform
Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Arsenal can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes.